Hey everybody, here is me. Second attempt. Woo! That makes me look so strange. Second attempt to go live in the Facebook group for the hashtag Top Tips Tuesday training, which today is all about hiding habits. How do you hide and yet keep working hard in your business? Because, as you know, this month we're talking all about visibility. So, in order to stay invisible, we have lots of strategies that we use to hide. And I'm going to talk about the top 3 today. And next week, there's another 3. So, yeah, 6 strategies in all. Thanks to the amazing Tara Moore. That's backwards now. That's her book, Playing Big. I'm going through her Playing Big Facilitators course for the 2nd time at the moment. Absolutely love it. Content's amazing. So I'm sharing some of this wisdom with you. And today I'm coming to you from, wow, horrible lighting, a very, very rainy Madagascar, where we are subject to huge floods because, let me tell you, my friends, it has barely stopped. For a minute, it's barely stopped raining in 3 weeks. It has been a deluge of biblical proportions. I've had to come outside because the internet's so ridiculous. So that's why I'm wandering around, because I'm not really prepared to be outside. Where can I sit comfortably? Maybe I'll perch on the end here. So also not quite sure how I'm going to read all my notes that I've made. But anyway, here I am, showing up for you and talking about hiding habits. Hiding habits. Okay, so if you don't know what I mean, have a think about, because I'm guessing if you run a business, you will do hiding. I mean, I know I do. Think about getting lost in creating Canva graphics and forgetting to tell people that you're available for bookings. Think about getting lost in, I don't know, writing gorgeous emails, but forgetting to tell people that you have a product to sell. That's the kind of thing I mean. So you're working in your business, on your business, but you're not progressing because you're not making sales, which is, you know, why we're all here at the end of the day. So I'm very unhappy about this lighting, and I think I'm just going to have to soldier on because I've got internet connection, so I better hurry up. If you're with me live, my friend, please say hello and say live and give me a wave and an emoji. As you can see, it's also really cold here. If you're watching this on replay, please put replay. And as always, I want to know what you think. Does any of this mean anything to you? Does it resonate? Do you relate? Or no? Either way, I'm curious. Okay, so the first one I'm talking about is the most common, I guess, or one of the most common strategies that brilliant women like you use all the time. And I call it, and Tara Moore calls it, this before that. Recognise this? You have a service to offer, but you can't possibly let anybody know until your website is ready, right? Or you can't go out and offer your amazingly brilliant idea because you need a landing page, and then you need an email sequence, and then you probably need some fantastic content. Oh, let's not forget some graphics. Then you probably need to have someone, you know, check it over. And then you've got to set up your pricing portal, and on and on and on it goes, because you just can't do this before that. It's too unprofessional. I hear, my friend. I am that person also. I've got this amazing offer, but I can't tell anyone about it because they don't have all the bells and whistles. They don't have all the professional stuff, the Kartra and the Thinkific and the whatever it is, Podia and Samcart and ClickFunnels and Thrivecart and Kajabi and woohoo, yes, I need all the things before I can possibly talk about my offer, which, as you know, is a load of baloney, right? You just need to talk to someone about what you're selling, your offer, your service, whatever it is. The rest can be worked out later. And don't get me wrong, I have fallen into this trap myself. I spent months on a website and money, obviously, because I didn't build it myself. And I remember saying very vividly to the girl that did build it for me, very happy, thank you, Amanda. Oh, there's no deadline. I just need a website at some point, which is kind of crazy, isn't it? Because you either need a website or you don't. But you don't just got to need one in a few months' time. Anyway, so this before that is one of my favourite ways of procrastinating and hiding away whilst still working. Now, number 2, designing at the whiteboard. So this always makes me think of Silicon Valley, which I think is possibly where the phrase originated. And it is, as you might think, people sitting in a room, in a lovely office, far away from anything and anyone, and coming up with tons and tons of ideas, right? So let's put this in context of you're a coach, you offer a service, and you spend a lot of time at your whiteboard or your desk or, on Canva, Trello, any of those, or perhaps even using good old paper and pen, working out exactly what you're going to do when. Maybe you have written a course or a group program and you are getting into the nitty-gritty of day 1, we're going to do this, day 2, there's a task, day 3, there's a video, day 4, there's a workbook, and on and on and on it goes. My friend, you know, as well as I do, that these things change all the time. Whether it's your coaching service, a product you make, a course, a group program, anything, it changes when you get the client involved, right? Which is what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to have the client there and you flex around their needs. So going to design at the whiteboard is all very well, but remember too that you need to get out of the little room with the whiteboard and actually work with a client and a customer. Because the answers that you're looking for are in their hearts and minds, not yours. And again, I've done this myself. Oh my God, my first year in business, if not my first 2 years in business, assuming what people want, assuming what people need. No. Go and ask them, go and talk to them, go and be the help, the service that they need, but don't be prescriptive about it because they're going to surprise you. They're probably going to need something completely different. So it's more important to be flexible than it is to be detailed when it comes to designing your service or your product. Okay. Also, every single coach I've ever spoken to who runs either a group program or a course says that it changes all the time. And every time they run it, they make it a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And they learn and they learn and they grow. So, run it. Go and do it. Offer it now. And then, as soon as you offer it, that's when you can start to tweak it and change it, right? I'm learning this too, by the way, folks. I've had so many brilliant ideas that I haven't told anybody about because they're not ready. They are ready. Okay, so we've done this before that. We've talked about designing at the whiteboard. Hey, Rosanna. Lovely to see you. We've talked, designing at the whiteboard. Number 3, overcomplicating and endlessly polishing. I think you know what I mean, right? You are a perfectionist, which, my friend, is hard work. I know you know that. Overcomplicating. I like to think that I'm quite practical and that I don't overcomplicate things. And I often say to my husband, don't give me a million choices, give me 2, and then I'll tell you. My husband's one of these amazing people that loves to research. Whether we're buying a car or a spoon, He likes to go and research what the best one is, what the best value is, what people are saying about it. Amazing, because I hate all that. If I'm choosing an Airbnb, I'll just go down the list, look at the price, and then I'll go, oh, that looks nice. My husband takes days, which is, a fantastic skill to have, and I'm very grateful. Anyway, overcomplicating, that's what I call that, overcomplicating. It's safe, isn't it, to build some massive project and just add more details and then just keep adding value, and they need this and then they need that, and they haven't got enough blueprints, they need a calendar, and they'll probably want X, Y and Z, but you don't know until you've actually worked with a real live person. So stop overcomplicating, stop overgiving, stop adding value until you know it's something that people actually want and need. Okay, so endless polishing, the same. It's that kind of, let's just add another detail. Let's add another week into this program. Let's add another video. Let's add another book. I'm sure people won't buy it unless it's got 85,000 more modules in the course. And that is something that's kind of hard to step back from, isn't it? So one of the things I know that Tara talks about is giving people, obviously we all want to kind of overgive in a way. We want to give extra added value, and I think that's great. But also, like, I'm tempted with this particular client. I'm like, I think I should do her a workbook. I think I should do her a thing. I think I should do this. I think I should send her. And then I'm like, she's not asked for it. She doesn't want it. She doesn't know even that, I could do that. So why am I overcomplicating and adding more details? She's getting great value for money in my one-to-one coaching program right now. She's loving it. I'm getting great feedback. She's getting great results. She's not asked me for a workbook, but there's just my brain going, she'll need a workbook. By the way, with some clients, I do provide workbooks, but you'll have to talk to me and find out. Find out if you need a workbook if you work with me. Anyway, so that's one of the things that it's an activity that I could do. I could go away and create this wonderful workbook for someone who's never heard of a workbook and never wanted one in the first place, and feel really great about the fact that I'm, giving her added value. But in fact, it's hiding. It's me not getting on with selling myself and getting out there and talking about what I do. So, I hope that made sense. Keep it simple. Keep it straightforward. Give people what they want. You won't know what they want until you talk to them. So talk to them. Don't go and design the perfect program, the perfect website, the perfect landing page until you go and talk to people. And that's what I'm learning more and more and more and more, is that connection, conversation, that one-on-one time that you take to communicate with people is so, so valuable. And that, my friend, is the reason that people buy from you. It is not because you've got the swishiest website. It is not because they look at your landing page and go, oh, I quite like that font. She must be a good person. It's not because when they ask about your, digital course, you're able to offer them, a 5-page PDF explaining exactly what they're going to get. No, that's not why people will buy. Okay? These are all ways of you adding value. Or in another way, discounting yourself, aren't you? Right. Oh, hey, Nicola. Nice to see you. So discounting is not just about taking money off. It's about adding time on. Or, you spending a disproportionate amount of time giving people something that they haven't even asked for and probably don't even need. That's another form of discounting. So keep it simple. Talk to your clients. Stop hiding behind this before that, designing at the whiteboard, and overcomplicating and endlessly polishing. Stop right now. I would like you to, if any of this resonates with you, by the way, please get in touch. We can talk about it more. I can give you some journaling questions if you want to kind of dig a bit deeper. That's absolutely fine. No charge. I love connecting with people, and you can always book a free call with me. So I'm happy to do that. I want to tell you, however, about next week when we talk more about hiding. We are going to talk about curating others' ideas, omitting your own story, and ever more education. Yes, give me a hands up if you are the shiny object syndrome brigade. Yes, me too. For sure. I can't even tell you the amount of courses and things I've signed up for. Many of them free, but not all of them. Have I completed one? Have they changed my life? I might have learned something, but please, let's stop the ever more education. You are already brilliant, knowledgeable, talented, wise, skilled, and amazing. Let's get people to know that about you, to connect with you, to know that you even exist. That's the important thing, my friends, not getting more qualifications or training. So I'm going to talk about that next week. I'm going to go and do some endless polishing and overcomplicating. I'm not. I would love for you to drop me a comment when you've watched this video and let me know, do you hide? Do you hide in any of the ways I've just talked about? What's your favourite way of hiding? I've got a few. I'm totally with you. I totally get it. And let's see if we can get together a group of professional hiding people that we are. So drop your comments below. Let me know if you hide in your business and how you hide in your business. And let's find out how to get ourselves more visible and making more money. That's what it's all about. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm going to be back next week doing more live training. As always, you can ask me any questions. I love you lots. Go away and be more visible this week. If you want any tips, get in touch with me. Vicky Blades, your video coach. I will talk to you at any time. Drop me a DM. Take care, stay safe, and be more visible.